And is still going, apparently. You gotta go, Zert? No worries. Have a good one. Appreciate you dropping by. That's a persistent aurora, gotta say. Now, no. No, here's what we do. We save the fish. Maybe, yeah, we'll use that tomorrow. Or maybe at the end of today. And then see if we can, like, just cheese our way, at the very least, to make sure Asher can get a good full 10 hours. Maybe we can stop waking up in the middle of the night. Okay. So, we have carry capacity on us. Right. Leave one of those behind. Might as well. We'll get some vitamins in our diet for breakfast. There we go. Yeah, we only have one torch. Maybe we fix that. Now, this, unless we find more lamp oil or we break down our lantern, these are the last mega torches we're going to be able to make until we climb out of here and then go get our jerry can again. So you want to be a little judicious in our torch usage. Okay, now which one has the note? If the note is here. Okay, well, not the pickup. Probably you. Or not. Weird. I could have swore that mento cache still exists on Loper, but maybe not. All right. Yeah, there's the floor coffee, which we do not want. Excuse me. There should be microwave coffee and a pre-made coffee sitting out. We're a big fan of those. Yep, there's one. And we'll check the microwave when we get there. 0.92. Okay. First toilet we found in Milton that had less than a liter. Less than a liter and a half, I think. But again, after the good fortune we've had so far, it feels churlish to complain. Or maybe the Orca had less as well, but let's see. Sure. Yeah, microwave coffee. You think the industrial toilets have less water than the residential ones? Could be, could be. That would be consistent with the pattern we're seeing so far, and why PV and Coastal and Milton are so much more generous than, say, Milton or rather than say the dam or uh, the maintenance yard. Which means the wonders of BlackRock might not be everything we're expecting. Okay, it's 12. Wow, like what, 16? You think Sasha or someone says, yeah, that sounds like someone in the TLD, something the TLD community would do. Okay, that's, wow, 12, 13. 12, 12, 13, 14? What a troll combination this is. My God. I was gonna say, there better be something worthwhile, but it's a safe on Loper. What could be worthwhile? Yeah, kind of figured. And that is the trolliest safe I've seen in quite some time, which is saying something. Okay, so what do we have left? So any available houses down the street, and then the farmhouse. All right, well, it stopped being worth it right about here, but not exactly unexpected. And yeah, it hurts my heart a little walking past coffee that is just sitting there, but we got to have standards, folks. We got to have standards. All right, you? No. I think we pretty well established scarves have nothing on toques. At least the right toques. Okay, that one's burned down. A schoolhouse, nothing doing. That one's up. Well, hey, there we go. It's all worth it. Our our poor pry bar is starting to show some wear and tear, but it's putting in the work. not going to be a loot-rich location, which honestly, fine. All we really need is the water. And if you want to throw a soda or two, I won't stop you. Ooh, carrot. Yes, please. Floor carrots. Okay. Another skillet? You know what? Sure. We'll see. We'll see if we can get the all square on Grey Mother's stove. You know what? Sure. More food poisoning roulette. All right. Let's see. Well, okay. I think the hypothesis of residential turlets carrying more water seems to be holding so far. Broth should be. Does broth give hydration? Okay, I'm all for that, even at 18%. What is that? Oh, Mav. Hey, Mav, welcome in. Fancy seeing you here. Well, thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, welcome in, Mav, and welcome in, friends. Let me give you a proper welcome here. Real quick, like. So how'd your stream go? What all did you get up to? You playing some TLD?
Ja. Lass mich weiter! Mitglied! Wichsvieh!
That was intense.
Jetzt sieh den Pfeil! Mackenzie! Sieh den Pfeil!
Ah, good old Cougar 1.0.
Wieder nicht. Ach, leck mich. Ja, jetzt habe ich hier vor allem die Severe Lacerations halt, ne?
Wow. Oh, you're 1.0. Yeah, hey, those are collector's items now. But good to see you, Mav. Welcome in. But yeah, please tell us how your run is going. What all you went up to. Oh yeah, folks, if you don't know Mav, I think they're regular over on Waffle Mouse's stream. As you can see, they stream themselves as well. And to everyone who came in with Mav and you don't know me, hi, I am Trooper Barry. Call myself a variety streamer who also happens to play a lot of the Long Dark. And we're currently in the middle of our Jack of No Trades run. Think, how far in are we? We're 19 days cleared, working on 20, and Milton is actually being very kind to us, at least as far as water goes, which is good because that's why we came here. Because we've tapped out Coastal and PV and the dam and Broken Railroad, so there aren't that many toilets left unplumbed. And Matt, if you do need to do any, thank you for the raid and bringing your people here. If you need to do any post-stream streamer care, hydrate, medicate, snackinate, please feel free to do so. And if you got a raid and fade, I totally understand. I do that quite often myself. Yeah, we are. I think the Yeah, the farmhouse back here is going to be the last actual toilet here in town. And yet you might hear the kitty cat, but they're probably going to be way up the slope. So long as we stay on this side of the road, we should be near the twain shall meet. Because it used to make your stream bilingual, so whenever something is come out, we can just, and that's very good of you. You currently weigh to 500 on Loper. Nice. On day 269, setting up base in the Transfer Pass Depot. Cool. What kind of plans do you have? Do you want to you gonna hit the rest of the far territories and has that as your hub? Crafted a bed, workbench, curing box. Wow. Wait, a curing box in Transfer Pass. Hey, you must have been lugging that salt quite a ways. I don't know if there's any salt nearby. And did you go fancy? Did you make yourself the bear bed? So I say that looks pretty luxurious. Okay, now oh hey, fresh pry bar. You'll love to see it. Okay, no key there. So it's in there, or in back. Does not appear to be in here because it is not. You got 50. Oh, from the airfield, from the Zoc, from Broken Railroad, and 20 brought from Coastal. Oh, 6 kilos of fire. Honestly, that yeah, because it sounds akin to the many haulings I did, preparing for the mine achievement. But even that was just like flour and oil, and I wasn't lugging 10-kilo bags of salt. So, yeah, full credit to you for that level of commitment. Okay, a whole bunch of firewood we don't necessarily need. You want to finish the tales one more time? Ah, gotcha. Okay, put that out. 84%. Still worse. Yeah, like 1,400 roses. Oh yeah. Are you making pemmican? Because that sounds like because I made a silly amount of pemmican for the stay. I think at one point I had like 1,300, 1,400 rose hips just sitting in a closet somewhere. Of course, yeah. I mean, it it's the closest thing TLD has to a superfood. Like it's lightweight, calorie dense, gives you vitamin C, and it's not stinky. Like the only way you could improve on it is if you could is if like cured fish could somehow retain its vitamin C. Crazy only short on is fat. Ah, well, okay. If you're in well, I don't know what the setup is like on Loper, but I'm pretty sure a deer spawns there. So if you can bring that down, you'll have a decent amount. But yeah, like the ptarmigans and the rabbit, those aren't going to help you very much on that front. And God knows the toxic wolves next door aren't going to be any help. So yeah, you might have to go into the airfield and go hunting. Get some of those deer that hang out by the actual uh, not the terminal, the hangar. Okay, got the water. We'll get the goods. We'll get out. Never saw a deer in transfer path. Really? Okay, maybe that's a below loper only spawn because I I I got that one multiple times to help me make all my Briar House pies. Okay, take you and you. Okay, there's all that tomato soup we were missing earlier. See, we do not want potat because potat need cooking. Soda, sure. Maple syrup, absolutely. Oats, nah, no. Again, oats require the cooking. All right. Oh, almost past that. Would have missed that nothing. Okay. I said you dragged one deer from FA to the depot. Okay. Well, you gotta, if you got time on your hands, maybe go back and get more. I don't know. All right. So Milton, we've hit all the built up areas. I guess the other thing for us to do would be the plane crash. After your long-term is a little hut at the lake in Black Rock. Oh, the location which you. Oh, bricklayers. The one that used to be a moose spawn, uh, with a broken down door, and it's not too far from the exit to Timberwolf. Because if that's the one you're thinking, then yeah, I like that one as well. It's like Temu Mountaineers, which is mean because I actually quite yeah, I quite like bricklayers. I like the location. You could really do something with it if you were if one was so inclined. It deserves to be known for something other than being a pale imitation of mountaineers. Now, okay, good. Okay, it is noon. It is very foggy, and we are quite heavy, but that's okay. I think let's double back to Grey Mothers. We will offload and reconsider. I might dump all the food and then just travel with nothing but water and cattails, just to simplify things. Also, I don't hear the kitty cat. That's actually kind of concerning. Because usually she's like a damn car alarm. She won't shut up if you're anywhere in the vicinity. Maybe maybe the fog is giving us cover too. There we go. Now all is right with the world. Although she's still not that talkative. Alright, found all 3 woodworking tools. Place where you want them. One's at bricklayers. One's at Quonset, solid base, and one's at Transfer Pass. Well, isn't there actually 4? Yeah, I think technically there's 4, but you might not have access to the last one. Yeah, there's one. There's the one at Miner's Folly. There's the one at the Cannery, and there's the accessible one in the Zoc. I think but there's another one in the upper level of of Rudiger's mine, but you actually have to progress the tail to do that one, if memory serves. Yeah, there's one in the lower reaches of the concentrator or the headframe building. I forget what the big building is called. But yeah, but anyway, 3 is way more than most people will need, regardless. There we go. Yeah, you just sit tight. I got plans for you. Concentrator. Okay, there we go. If you find a 4th one, you take it. Well, enjoy. Oh yeah, we probably don't need all those. Yeah, I could be wrong, or maybe say it's a level specific thing. I don't know. Right. Okay, I'll trust you there. Rest of you, I might just ditch outside. See if we can keep your condition up. We'll use nature's freezer. Yeah. You, you, you. That'll do. Let's see, what else? Well, we'll keep some emergency backup sticks. That's all fine. Clothing is what it is. Oh, right, the skillets. That's where that extra weight is coming from. Excuse me. They have a cooking pot and a can. Huh. You probably move the tools from Transfer Pass to Sundered Pass. Ooh. Little hut at the bottom is neat. Yeah, the last lonely cabin or cottage or what have you. You have all the salt there as well, so it's a much better hunting ground. Good. Yeah, the trick is you're gonna have to climb it all. Well, no, actually, no, you won't. I was gonna say you're gonna need to climb. You take that climb from Transfer Pass to Sundered Pass. Technically, you don't have to if you want to deal with the three-way transition cape, but that obviously has actually no, that'll have climbs too. So you're gonna be climbing that salt either way. There we go. But then again, if you hold 50 kilograms of salt to Transfer Pass, a little climb is probably not the least bit daunting. Yeah, it's just a little past noon. Yeah, let's get to the plane crash. We can probably do with there and back without too much issue. Cave has climbs too. Direct path is the best, sure. And especially if you're going to the Lonely Cottage, once you actually get into Sundered Pass, it's super easy. Just make sure you take a left at the fork in the road. Okay, so if the plane crash is the last big point of interest in Milton, barring Milton Basin, which I think do we at that point start to assess and like see like how long can we stay here? Because we have what? Yeah, right about 10 days to go. We probably don't have 10 days of water, but we can get through much of that. You have to take if you take the cave, you have to climb up twice. Ooh. Glove upgrade, glove upgrade, nice. You had to climb up twice, then climb down from the top to the hut again. Right, yeah. Well, I mean, you could go to it if you're feeling brave, but if you're going for 500 days, I would strong not recommend you do that. Okay, check real quick. Coal. Nope. All right. OKC, not for me. Now, well, I was thinking, do we grab? Well, we don't have to grab cattails on the way in. We can grab cattails on the way back. But again, food is not an issue as much as hydration is. Can you get up here? Oh, can you get up here? You can get up there. Nice. I never actually tried that before. But yeah, basically, it's going to be. The question is, do we hang out until our water is critical and then we book it for Blackrock, or do we leave a little earlier than that and then try to, I would say, hit the Muskeg or basically somewhere else? But then question one, where, and two, in search of what? Oh yeah, absolutely. Like yeah, Transfer Pass has a goodly amount of cattails and acorns, and you got like you probably have some rabbits and ptarmigans about, but it's not going to sustain you for that long. So yeah, you would have to get creative, or hauling your food from outside. See, my memory is there's going to be a wolf up here before we get to the crash. But we get no sign so far, at least. Matter of fact, no sign at all. Which, again, maybe for the lingering effects of playing Stalker as often as I have, makes me suspicious. Okay, so if I am reliably advised that the stim has disappeared beneath the snow, I am. It makes me very sad, but it's not all that surprising. Ooh, bedroll though. Good bedroll. Better bedroll. I'll take. You eat lots of stews. Oh yeah. That's why you brought the flour. Ah, right, because you can make rabbit stew and ptarmigan stew. Sure. Now, where the... Oh, wait, no, you're supposed to go this way. Right. And again, it's just walking past all these rosips, especially when my main run is deprived of them, having used so many to make my many pemmican bars. It's a wild feeling, man. Okay, we'll see what we can see. Yeah, I have found the Jackrabbit transport uh, thermal flask. Excuse me. Oh, all right. Trip is suddenly worth it. That's another 3 liters of lamp oil to go with the 2 and change we left back in the cave. So yeah, the mega torches are back on the menu, boys. Could have gone for a soda or two, but again, it's at this point it'll be oh there it is. And we have no need of it. But it's good to know it's there. Alright. Well, that was a fun excursion. I think it's time to head back to Grandmother's. Uh, oh yeah, yeah, Mav. That was intentional because this is this tournament run we're doing. The whole idea is to not gain any XP, and since we're not going to be making teas or coffee or soup or anything, the flask would just be the flask would be dead weight for us. Oh, you probably made that comment a while ago though. Sorry about that. I was uh, I was so enthralled by the sight of more lamp oil. I think I got pulled away from reading chat. And that's me being a bad streamer. But yeah, I'd like to think I've done a decent job of avoiding XP, but I know we had Tina who might still be work lurking. She's the only other person I know of for sure who is playing the normal division, and I know she's used like half the XP actions that I have. Like I was a couple days into the run before I remembered you could craft torches. So I have unfortunately made a couple fires, and then I made two birch bark teas to help Acid recover because we taken a lot of cold damage on our way to coastal. This is before we had anything resembling decent clothing, and we got food poisoning off a 50% candy bar, and then the game hit us with a blizzard immediately after. So our girl was kind of in rough shape then. So we had to. I made the executive decision to, unfortunately, learn a thing. And we got away with it. We're still level 1 in all the things. And we're not we are at no risk of being an expert at anything. But I figured like the first goal is to survive 30 days. And if we can't even manage that, then the lack of XP isn't going to impress anyone. And in my defense, you know, this run here is the first time I've touched Loper in, I don't know, years. So my my rangefinder, my understanding of the difficulty might not be as calibrated as it should be. Like, could the just the available regen have got us back on our feet, and I didn't need those birch teas? And that's entirely possible. But especially given how quickly our first run ended, I I wasn't in a dice rolling mood. Yeah, our first attempt at this tournament, my first time back on Loper in years, we got the evil muskeg spawn where you're surrounded on three sides by long stretches of weak ice, and then the other path takes you right past a bear. Oh, and it was right at daybreak, so of course it was as cold as could be. So yeah, that run lasted about 10 minutes. But attempt number 2, going okay. If I do say so myself, and I do. Now, granted, expectations are quite low. Like we don't have to worry about making a bow or forging or making animal hide clothing, because once you hit 30, once we hit 30 days, that's all she wrote. So a lot of the things one would normally be doing in an early Loper run, there we can just blissfully whistle on past them. I just found a screenshot you made from the Quonset base, and then I just remember when you get to the Quonset into the shop area, yeah, the door to the left of the toilet, you reorganize the shelves and hid that door behind a shelf. Oh wow, hey, that's some aggressive redecorating. But again, if you're gonna make that your main base, then why not remake it to your liking? What's the what's the point of having a whole customization system if you're not going to use it? Says I, who quite pointedly does not use. Well, I would say I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't use it at all. I don't use it very much. How many for sticks? 53. All right, so if we do go into a power torch making session, we'll probably run out of cloth before we run out of anything else. So maybe it's out of convenience, less choice. Best location for trading into the forge. Oh, sure, yeah. It's like on my achievement hunting run, it's like we're up to 707 days. Yeah, I didn't necessarily choose the Quonset. It's just like the circumstances chose a Quonset for me. Yeah, it just if you're doing things with the trader, it just makes too much sense. Like otherwise, I might have picked like camp office or mountaineers or the bingo hall. But if I'm honest, I mean I've been using Quonset for storage of most things, but I have the entire floor of misanthropes just covered with animal hides. So you could argue that misanthropes is kind of an extension, a satellite campus, if you will. So we got all those there. I've got my meat curing box there. Uh, I have like my I've got the little nooch out back. You get that little cutout area in the rock. It's really wind protected. That's a great place for an outdoor fire. Mountaineers, yeah, I really like Mountaineers, especially now that you can fix the roof and get like 3 or 4 degrees extra in there. That's great stuff. And earlier you brought 100 kilograms of salt. Oh, Oh, your poor character's back. Not all at once. Well, I'd hope not. Okay. So you are 37%. Well, no, yeah, give me that. Give me all the stuff that'll make us thirsty. So we can leave the maple syrup out for now. I'll take the broth just in case. Although, actually, I don't. Can cooked items still give you food poisoning? They probably can, actually. Again, I'm speaking with my cooking 5 brain still firing. You may be mean, but you're not vile. That's totally fair. Actually, hang on, man. I completely forgot. It had eluded me that you stream. Let me go ahead and fix that. Uh, all right. You know what? We're gonna get some use out of that fish, one way or another. And we got plenty of water. Yeah, just move all those in there. We don't need them indoors. That's fine. We have no extra clothing. Yes. Oh, right, you. Well, I'm gonna want you for torch making purposes. I guess we can move that in there for now. Okay. Yeah, we did manage to get not just the all square bed, we actually got a full balance. Yeah, we got the full yeah we got the 3 and 3. Oh, let me move that away so I don't accidentally cook a potato and give myself cooking XP I don't want. Now, yeah, turning down free XP, which is just wild for me to consider. Oh, thank you for the lurk, Fiat. I prepare something for Waffles Monday stream. She's gonna play Legend of Grimrock. That you gifted to her. Oh wow, one of the few games you actually completed to 100% with all achievements on Steam. Wow. Uh, so what is Legend of Grimrock? I'm not familiar with that one. I I was yeah as I used to have TLD 100% it on Steam, and then they added all the new achievements. So hence the reason I dusted off my well what was my achievement hunting 500-day run, but now it's we're pushing for 1,000 days. But we got a got a ways to go there. But yeah, I'm down to 3,000 days, 25 cougar attacks, and then get to the last affliction on misery, which I was achingly close. I think that comes like day 45, and I got to day 43, and then I starved myself to death because I insisted on making a bear coat when I probably didn't need to. Alrighty. So first things first, let's see if the broth gives us hydration. It does. And it did not give us food poisoning. Wow. Yeah, let's just get, well, no, we're not going to get all dried out because we're going to eat this fish. and we're gonna get food poisoning again. Or not. Okay. Apparently you can eat raw fish and not get sick. Huh. Who knew? Grimrock provided the dungeon crawler. Nice. Oh yeah, dungeon crawlers are hot now with vampire crawlers. Create a group of 4 characters, navigate through dungeons, level them up, solve product, create basic. Neat. Okay. Because yeah, I think vampire. Yeah, I don't know if it's like vampire crawlers is a like a classic dungeon crawler, but it definitely operates on a similar vibe to that. Let's see. What's our calories? 1811, and what does that give? 600. Ooh, we might be just short. I'm trying it out. Well, like Grimlock 1, 2 will be a blessing. 1, 2, a very lively custom content can be after the main dungeon. You can go down the grab. Okay. Yeah, I'll pop it up on Steam after the stream, and we'll see what she looks like. Okay, how many days have we been in Milton? Okay, so we came in on day 18. That's when we lost well fed, and we got back toward it right away. 19 we're fine. 20 we've been fine. So we might need one more day to get well fed back. And I don't want to leave Milton until we have well fed because we're especially with that lamp oil, we're gonna need that extra carry capacity. Anything giving us hydration? Nope. All right, fine. Oh, how's our can opener doing? Not well. Okay, ditch that. Get our well drank back. And while we have light, let's just. Oh, right. I was gonna say let's make some torches, but no, let's not. Let's just sleep. I left all the sticks in the fridge. So playing it today, nice. It's always good to have even if like from if they're like 10, 15 years old, having those games you can go back to. It's just it's very reassuring, if nothing else. Unfortunately, we are awake in the middle of the night. Don't particularly appreciate, but oh well. I had planned on getting a full 10 hours of sleep with food poisoning, but apparently Astrid's stomach has adapted to the rigors of eating raw fish. So she just shrugs that stuff off now. Uh, okay, wait a second. So here's a question. We've hit all the buildings in Milton proper, plus the park office, plus the Orca, the church, the trailer, the cars along the road, and the farmhouse. Where else would we go? Like you could go down to Milton Basin if we needed to load up on cattails, but honestly, we don't. We got like 150 of those things as it is. And we're okay. Yeah, we're just about to hit 20 days, which is the 2/3 mark. You know what? Let me go check real quick. We'll use Tron Vision here. Even if we might not necessarily need it. Okay, so that's 10 liters plus what we have. So we have 11 liters plus. That is what? Okay, if we ditch all food that makes us thirsty, and we survive on nothing but cattails and hydrating food, we assume 2 liters a day. That's 5 days and a bit. That gets us to 25 days. Still 5 days to go, which means we'd have to go to Blackrock or make our own water. I mean, okay, here because we got our 6 burner. Like there, we have our 6 burner, and we got pots and skillets aplenty. If we were of a mind to do so, we could just go gather up as much. Yeah, gather as much firewood as we can. Just make a big long fire, and then make as much water as we can, and then just hang out. Just like hibernate for the final few days. But one, that sounds boring, and two, not in keeping with the spirit of the challenge. Yeah, that's a second try strat, I believe. First go round, maybe we play it straight. We play it according. Try to stick with the spirit of Thor's creation as much as we can. Yeah. Okay, but I mean, we can hang out. Hey, maybe we go explore HRV just to see what's what, or we take our water and we just leave. We go check out the muskeg. Maybe Bleak. Ugh. You gonna be heading off? No worries, man. Thank you again for the raid. You have a great rest of your night, and appreciate you trusting me with your community. Let's see. Can we grab? Actually, I might head off myself. It's almost 1 a.m. here. And did I wake up to a blizzard? I think we did. And we did just tick over into 20 days. You know what? That's a good spot to call it because I do have to work in the morning, so we'll see what we can do about the last 10 days. Oh, I sent you to the trailer. I appreciate that, Matt. Thank you for that. Okay, yeah, we are gonna leave it there because I do have work in 7 8 hours or so. I need to get myself to bed. But thank you again to everyone for hanging out. Big thanks to Mav for the raid. I also appreciate people hanging out and chatting. Thank you to Fiat, to Andrea, to Zert, and Tina for the work lurk, and B. Yeah, appreciate y'all. And YouTube friends, I appreciate you as well. We'll see you folks next time, and bye for now.